45 on the countdown. Let's go. Monday. Take you for a drink on Tuesday. We can make Friday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Beautiful. Monday, Tuesday, Long Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sheila Sunday. Monday, take you for a drink on Tuesday. We can make on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sheila Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, you can make love for Wednesday. Another Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Sheila Sunday. Monday. Yeah. Where are we? Where are we? You can't be watching another man do push-ups. Oh. You can't be doing that. You should at least do push-ups and then leave. Before you leave, do something. 10 push-ups and leave. You can't come on a live and watch another man. I can understand the ladies watching, but a man watching another man do push-ups, that's not acceptable. So for excuse my that start looks like you can't go more than that. Though. We go fit do this 1K today. That's what that start looks like. But I'm doing the push-ups through pain. I have pain in the bone right here, right here, bone pain, pain in the bone right here. You know, so that's the reason for the struggle in the beginning. Probably get in tempo as we go. But for 5 done. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are you doing? You're counting down from 20. That's what you want to do. You want to count down from 20. That's fine by me too. Let's go. So during one of these sessions, you can ask questions, medical questions, and I'll answer you. I could do a consultation session here for free because you're asking the questions here. So this is one of those sessions. If you have questions to ask about stuff you're going through, maybe not even medical, maybe a conversation you want to have, something that happened to you, I want to get my opinion on it. You know, I'm looking in the charts. We can have a conversation through this session. You know, to be a long and short session. So I don't mind talking the way through. If you have questions you want to ask, something you want me to lend my voice on, let me know. Talk about it. But you get push-ups before you start asking any questions. Because I'm primarily here to get that work in. So you get some in first. Then we can start the conversation. You want to ask me a medical question, something you've been thinking about, something you're going through. Go ahead and ask. You want advice on something. If you want prescription, you have to pay for that. But if you want advice, counsel, go ahead and ask in the chat. I put my eyes in the chat. Let's go. You're not supposed to speak. What are we doing? It's a Q&A session. You have something you want to let me add my voice to. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's happening? What's happening? How many push-ups do you have already? How many have you got already? How many push-ups already you got? Subscribe, subscribe. It's a Q&A session. You will pay me otherwise. It's a Q&A session. You pay me otherwise. So you want something you want me to talk about? Something you're going through? Something you want to discuss? You pay me otherwise. You act me on here. You get the response and answer for free. Whether it's medical, something you're going through. Whether it's something you want me to learn my voice to. Something you have some confusion around. Something you want to hear my opinion about. You can talk to me about it right now. For free. Like cash money later. Alright, let's go. Hope you're getting push-ups in and subscribe to. Get yourself a physique doing push-ups. Hmm? Get yourself a physique. Safe. Do what's within safe limits anyway. 1,000 push-ups every day is not safe. We're doing this to get attention to the page. We're attempting to grow the page. We are live streaming, you know. So the intention is not to something healthy about this. Exercising is healthy, but extreme exercises now constitutes stress. You know, so this is one of those moves born from sacrifice. It's an attempt to bring attention here. Social media space is very. I like to describe it. I hope my mic is still on. I like to describe it like an ocean. So if you're bringing your salt to the ocean, freshwater ocean, if there's anything like that, and you're bringing your salt there to attempt to make it change, to change the taste of the ocean, so that we know somebody put salt in the ocean. You're going to have to do it with a very tasty salt or very plenty salt, one of the two. So we are doing both quality, which is the very tasty salt, and quantity, which is number of videos. You can even say number of push-ups. So we started YouTube less than we say 2 months ago, 3 months ago. We've published close to over 500 videos since then. We'll keep going. We've kept going. That's an attempt to get attention in a creator space that is seemingly crowded. But that doesn't mean or take away from the fact that exercising on a daily basis adds up. It adds up. It accrues. I was listening to one of forgotten which fitness influencer I was listening to. It's an older guy, Michael Hearn. He mentioned something about mileage. I think he was saying it to suggest that whether you're being honest or you're being dishonest, it adds up over time. And then you see the truth, whichever path you choose. So whatever you do adds up. If you're not clear on your intention, time will tell you. So yes, exercising for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, less than 1 hour every day, it adds up to helping you prevent some of these chronic conditions like hypertension, diabetes, and a couple of other benefits. That you'll find out when you start exercising. There are some things you know before you start. There are some things you find out while you're in it. And some others you find out after you've done the thing you're supposed to do. In hindsight. Exercising is also one of those things. When you start exercising, uniquely for you, you find out what advantage it has given you. You'll find out. Outside that, action. That's what we're responding to. That's what I'm responding to. Action. Is to say just start. Is to say just do. Nike says just do it. So we're doing it. So hopefully you encourage what we're doing by subscribing. You're not paying money subscription. At certain points, what we're doing may become a paid subscription, but right now it's not paid. So you can just subscribe. It's free. Just click the button and then send somebody else to click the button. And then we grow the page. We're growing the page with regards to the work we're putting in. But we also hope to grow the page to the point where we can make money directly from withdrawing. Because that's a portal of that's a pot for finance, for money, for income. You know, we're exploiting all other avenues as well. You know, but one of them is also making earning directly from the views. But you only qualify to earn from the views according to YouTube when you have up to 1,000 subscribers. So we're doing a marathon of a subathon, and we hope that we don't have to go too long before we hit 1,000. So please do well to subscribe, especially if you find what we're doing inspiring. Do well to subscribe. So the talking will make us go for longer. So let me get 41 push-ups in. What are you doing? What are you doing? How many push-ups are you doing? Where are you even watching from? Where are you watching from? What country are you watching me from? What's your opinion on everything you just said me said? Let's go. So if you're watching us, I'm aware of the fact that there are companies that send out a group of people to go and talk to influencers in an attempt to advertise what they're doing. So if you're one of such people, you can talk to us now. You know what the arbitrage, is that the word? You know what the, what's the word? It's underpriced. Is that the word? Yeah, I think that's the word. It's underpriced. Working with us now. You know, when you meet a, what's the name? Who is the biggest fitness influencer now out? Let me say Ashton Hall. That's the most popular fitness influencer in the last 1 month. You know, if you got Ashton Hall before he became Ashton Hall, you probably get him at a good cost. If you try to reach out to him now, it costs some money. Maybe not too much, though, but I'm just saying, depending on the nature of the contract and what you want him to do for you. You know, so this is the best time to talk to us. If you want us to have some or any financial conversation, contract, transaction, fitness speaking, and I'm a medical doctor too, so it's a double-edged sword. You know, you're getting double, and you're getting it on time. You're getting it on time. Couple of days from now, it'll be an entirely different story. Couple of days from now. So what I just used, what I just applied, something that has some anti-inflammatory component to it, because I have some pain in my bone, right here, from standing there for long. You know, and you see, it's not branded what I used. So that just it's an attempt to send a message to the brands that are interested in doing business to talk to us, whether you want to sell items of clothing. As you can see, I'm almost naked. You know, so somebody can dress me up in an attempt to advertise what they do. You know, I'm not taking free gifts. If you want me to advertise what you're doing, you pay and they give me the merch as well. They're sending a free merch to me. I'm not accepting free merch. You know, you pay me because I've seen people wear free clothes, and the clothes don't look good on them, and they wear them because they're giving to them free. No, so if I have to put on something that doesn't look good on me, it has to be because I'm paid. I'm paid to wear it. Does that make sense? You know, so that you have something you want to advertise. You want to do these deals early when it's relatively cheap. When we get the traction we are working towards, it's probably more expensive to do that. So the early bird will get the most, will get the best deal, in my opinion. And you agree with me as a business person? So hope you're having a beautiful weekend. Happy Sunday. If your weekend is not beautiful, it doesn't matter. That's life. You take the good and the bad. That's how you know something is beautiful, when you know ugly. It helps us appreciate beautiful. Chaos helps us appreciate peace. Bad helps us appreciate good. So if you're having something bad right now going on in your life, it's part of life. That's what makes life worth living. The puzzle, or the puzzles you have to solve along the way, the challenges you have to plan to overcome. You know, and it's default. It's there by default. You either give yourself a challenge like this one I give myself, or life will throw one at you. And guess what I realized? On default, by default, life throws challenges at everybody. You know, but some of the ones you're dealing with, certain other people that you admire, don't deal with those other ones you're dealing with. You know why? Because they give themselves other challenges. It's almost like telling your school teacher you don't deserve to be, when you are younger, you don't deserve the spanking because you would already do what you're supposed to do. So some people take on the challenge of a bigger group of people by way of trying to solve a problem for a group of people, or for the world, or for a country, or for a group, and then that's all they wake up every day trying to figure out. Then these challenges that every other person has, like bills and these things that will not become split, very minor things for them, they actually become that. So, but for some of us, our bills, your rent, the cost of feeding, the cost of getting around, transportation costs, you know, all that still constitute challenges in your life. And it will not change until you decide to take on bigger challenges and make these ones minor ones. That's what I realized. So trying to do 1,000 push-ups, is one of those types of attempts. What does it do for me? Well, it gets attention to me, and why am I trying to get attention to myself? Because I have a lot of value to give. I have a lot of yes, a lot of value, very important value to give. So if you go through some of the videos we posted on the page, some of the shorts, some of the long form where we're having conversations like this, you'll be able to draw a lot of value from what we're doing. So I think what we're doing, what we're doing on this page, is very valuable. So share to somebody, share with somebody, subscribe, you know, if you like, support what we're doing, if you like, you know, but that's what we're doing, do, is the action that speaks the loudest. So I'm just dropping words to try to give whoever it is that is watching or that will watch later an interesting experience. But at the end of the day, it's the action that adds up, you know. So we're doing push-ups every day, 1,000 push-ups every day in real life. So we're streaming it so they don't have to argue or what do you call it now? What's the word? AI, it says AI. Or you say it's edited. So it's a live stream. You can tell if I'm AI or not. Even though the AI thing has gotten very good. All right. are we? How are we doing? What are we doing? The algorithm, that's the AI they use to try to study your behavior, has gotten so good that it knows that you're supposed to be doing push-ups. So it showed you this video. What do you want to insist and not do push-ups? If you want to insist, do 10 at least. Instead of not doing anything, do 10, do 20. Instead of doing nothing. Hmm? There's a lot of people, a lot of users on YouTube, millions, millions of users. But not all of them will have this recommended them. So you recommended this video to so you can benefit from it. You know, a rapper that I admire, Nipsey Hussle, once said that he read somewhere that the best human act is to inspire. You know, that's what we every time we wake up and we're scrolling, we seek out inspiration. That's what we're looking for. You know, but because again, I said yesterday, social media is built on negativity because our quest for money made us realize that what people respond to more will make more money. And human beings naturally respond to negativity more because of survival instincts, you know. So because we noticed human beings respond to negativity more, we now push negativity more, you know. And as a result, when you scroll, everything you meet on the timeline either makes you laugh or makes you jealous or makes you feel bad or scared or those things on the negative end of the spectrum. And notice I put laugh there. Laughing is not a negative expression, but it is a fleeting one. Happiness is probably more long lasting than laughing because once you remove the stimulus that is creating the laughter, and that's the end of it. You know, so it's very short lived. But happiness is much longer. Some people argue that joy is, you know, when you're in that state where nothing can upset your internal state, you know. But when you, right now, personally, I appreciate the algorithm for two reasons. The first one is when I open my phone to go through any of the social media, the things I see on there are the things I care about. You know, so it's as if I trained the robot to show me only things I care about, and some of those things include inspirational things. You know, include conversations, the type I like to hear. Of course, entertainment here and there. You know, so I'm inspired when I'm scrolling. I draw inspiration from when I'm scrolling. You know, so I'm just saying this to say that you probably trained your own robot to show you this video. So react, do push-ups, do something, jog, do something, make a commitment. You know, save the video to use it later, whatever. But do something, react to what you created. You created this video you're looking at. Because if you are not interested in fitness stuff, this will not be recommended to you. So now that has been recommended, you've seen it. You want to pretend you don't see it. You've seen it. So do something about it. I hope my mic is still up. Do something about it. You know, your mic still on. Yeah, do something about it. Or do something with it. Okay, the second reason I like the algorithm is the meritocracy of it. The algorithm has no respect for big creators, small creators. Of course, if you see somebody who is popular, you would want to see what they are doing. You know, But if you look at them long enough and nothing is coming from them, after a while, those numbers start going down. So it has made everybody pay keen attention every time they sit down to produce anything, you know. So if your content is bad, like ours, the content of our content is pure gold, but the overall packaging is not optimum. The camera, the mic, this might go off a couple of minutes. You know, the, the editing is fair. The thumbnail, choosing thumbnails, you know, some of those things were still rough around the edges, and it shows. It shows. The views show it. So there are videos that will pay a bit of attention, and it shows in the views as well. And then this whole AI thing does not even want to show the whole world my video. It just shows the people who are interested in what I'm doing naturally. But even in that group, if we don't package better, those people will not consume the content we are making. So look at it. The thumbnail for this live video looks better than what we used to be when we were doing live videos earlier. You know, the live video is still boring because live videos are usually boring. But find a way to spice. So somebody mentioned yesterday that we should put music. If you want to make money from some of these things and you put music in it, the copyright on the music will send the money to the owner of the music instead of to you, the creator. You know. So I thank my stars. I thank goodness that I have some gift with speaking. I can hold a conversation for an interesting conversation for a pretty long time. Whether I can hold a conversation with you for a long time, I can't see. I don't know who I'm talking to. But in real time, if I have to deal with you directly as watching, I also know how to make you interested for over an hour because I would relate to you uniquely for who you are. So I don't use any general rules. I just pay attention to the person, their nature, and then I key into their nature. So I become an interesting person to them for as long as our conversation lasts. But when you have to create like this to faceless people, it's a bit more challenging. But it's easier for people like myself also than maybe the general public who have to stimulate interest with music, stimulate interest with certain gimmicks that we now call hooks. You know, so that's for that. So that's it now. We're counting down. We have to move as quickly as we can. See. I've also learned that it's a boring work. It's a boring work. That's the most value. Most of the companies that still exist today, you know, for example, when people work 9 to 5 in like a Walmart, for example, or like a Target, or like some of these establishments that have been there for a long time, the reason those establishments exist is because people have to go there, whether they like it or not. It's as if they are bound by contracts to go there. So, and the human emotion is not consistent. People are not consistently excited. They're not consistently happy. They're not consistently in high spirits. But you're supposed to go to work regardless. So you that works wherever it is you work, 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, you're doing that whether you like it or not. On such a time when you're ready to be sacked, then you will now care and then get sacked. But if you're still working there, it means you're going regardless of how you feel. And that's the reason why those companies still exist. Because you're not just the only one doing it. Everybody who works there, including the managers, are doing the same thing. They're showing up to work whether they like it or not. So when you do something, whether you like it or not, that thing exists. That thing thrives. That thing grows. When you wait to feel like doing it, then you're subjecting what it is to feelings. I know how feelings are, they are fleeting. So is the idea you're trying to build. It will be something that will stay on paper and never see the light of day. I made a video where I said your idea will stay on paper and never become a company because the only staff that company or your supposed company has is you. And you're not showing up to work every day. You're showing up when you feel like showing up. But all the reasonable companies that exist have human beings like yourself, a lot of other people who come there whether they like it or not. Does that make sense? So that is the building block for longevity, you know. So it's the boring work. You have to master it. When you have mastered it, inside the boring work, you will find those moments of excitement, those moments of thrill, those moments of. But then again, you have to also be very cognizant and be in touch with the boring work. You have to, you know. 45 sets. 45 sets. Completed 8 sets. So it's the boring work. The boring work. That's 7 push-ups. Is it my candle? Here by myself, talking to you. How many hours now? How's it doing? What's that?
75.
It's been like 15 minutes. When we get to this place, just go fast. Yeah. We'll have continuity today, right? So, desperate times require desperate measures. That's like this million. What things? Phone charging. Not charge. Hold on, in the light. Okay, let me see. Okay, darling. Depende de light. Oh, mental. Yeah. Next time.
Okay. Let's see.
How many minutes have you slept?
126.
126. 2 hours. 2 hours. That's it. Two hours, 6 minutes.
Hmm?
2 hours, 6 minutes. That's good.
Yesterday, I had more than prayer. I've been too old this time. Yesterday, now.
Al'umma da dama sun karɓa kuma sun yi amfani da shi, sun san muhimmancinsa, sun san amfaninsa, sun san aikinsa, sun san ƙarfin aikinsa. Wannan mai mai take alaƙa shan yana da ƙarfi, yana yaƙi da ƙwayoyin cututtuka, yana cire duk wata damuwar da ke jikinka. Alaƙa ta sha faru wasu ɗaya a ɗaya biyu ne. Duk mutum da ke fama da ciwon kai, ciwon kunne, ciwon haɗoyi, ciwon haƙarƙari, ciwon ƙafa, rikewar baya, ƙyasbi, ƙurajen jiki, da ke ƙirƙirar It's done.
So done.
Not done.
Okay, done.
Okay. Done.
Have you that me? Go. Where's my mic on? Gentlemen and ladies. Ooh. Quick question. It's for entrepreneurs. People whose actions decide whether or not they eat. Entrepreneurs. I have a question for you. Why? When was the last time somebody gave you an idea, a creative idea? When was the last time? And how often does that happen? So why do you not act on the ideas you get yourself? See how scanty it is. It's not every time people give you ideas. You know, it's not every time. Um, when you're having your bath, that alone time in the bathroom, when you're taking a shit, those ideas you got, why didn't you try them out? Knowing fully well that your bread, your progress, your success, everything depends on you and the ideas that come through your head. So why have you gotten ideas and not tried them out? Why? We're around enough though. Why? All right. Making money is all or none. I've heard people say things like they want $10 million, they want 5 million, they want 20 million. There's another law called Parkinson's law that states that these are all you take all with a pinch of salt. But there's a law out there called Parkinson's law that states that your expenses follow your income. And then some people try to play the game of consciously pushing down expenses. But you get yourself robbed if it leaks that you have that type of money. And you're not staying in the neighborhood that the security fits your income. And when you're in those neighborhoods, of course the rent goes up, utility bills go up, and all other things like that. The chase or the productivity is supposed to be continuous. So what Elon Musk wakes up every morning to try to do, probably not to make more money. He's probably trying to create more value, and then by all right. So I'm assuming what you mean by getting $10 million and rest is that would be enough for a lifetime. That may be correct if you invest properly. But when you invest, what does investments do? The investments make you money now. You see, so you have to always keep making money. That's just the long and short of it. Once you stop making money, you start losing money. So it's all or none. 13 push-ups. Let's go. All right. So my thoughts on yoga. My thoughts on yoga.